it seems like there's a very fine line between acceptance and protest. We're told and taught to accept everything God sends our way, rise above, become stronger, use tragedy and hardship for our advantage and our growth. Yet we're also told to scream, to protest, not to accept, to say, it's enough. When do we know which one to do? At what time? How do we justify God's actions to people, yet accept and fight it off at the same time? Number one, we are told to accept and not protest when we suffer a personal pain. We are told to protest and not accept when we see others suffering. There is no virtue to accepting the pain that others are feeling. There is a virtue to accepting your own pain and dealing with it. So that's one distinction. The other distinction is this. Accepting means not changing your mind about good and evil. When people don't accept suffering, like, for example, what happened in India, if you say, I'm sorry, I don't accept this, that means you can't accept the fact that in spite of all this evil and darkness, life is good, the world is good, and your job is to make it better. That you have to accept. At the same time, you're supposed to protest that this plan, this path of the world getting better includes so much pain. Which means you are not confused, you're just hurt. The hurt you have to protest. The confusion you should not allow. Let me say something about the Holtzbergs. There are times when great suffering and terrible injustice goes unnoticed or people remain indifferent. It's a mystery. During World War II, when millions of children were being killed, the world didn't seem to react. I don't know if they didn't believe what was going on, if it was from a distance so they couldn't really relate to it, if it was too monstrous to even have an opinion about, I don't know. The fact is, the world did not respond well to this horrendous evil. The reaction to the tragedy that happened to this young couple, the reaction is amazing. Amazing. People from every corner of the world, from every background, from every religion, are reacting with a holy response. There is something unusual going on here. People you would not expect are responding with goodness, with real goodness. People are saying, let's put up a fund, let's support these people, let's rebuild the Chabad house. Non-Jews. Jews who never believed in a Chabad house, who thought it was a little ridiculous to send a young couple away to a place where they don't even speak the language. Now they're saying, These people are saints. These people are tzaddikim. What caused this reaction? There is something special about these people, about the Holtzberg. Not everyone's death gets that kind of a reaction. Of course, everyone's tragedy, get so sad. This is not what's happening today. People are not saying, oh, so sad. They're reacting with goodness. This doesn't happen often. So, has the world become better? Are people more sensitive today than they were during World War II? That would be nice. That would be very encouraging. Have people finally become unwilling to accept evil? Have we finally become intolerant of evil? It would be nice to believe that. Is there something special about this couple that they are getting this kind of a reaction? Probably. Not everybody's death shapes the world and makes people better. Not even the death of great tzaddikim. And the death of these two young people are somehow having this effect that is unbelievable. It was like just before Shabbos that the news became official. And I don't know how many women decided to light Shabbos candles this past Shabbos, who never did before. You gotta think, what did this young couple do that gives them such power over the world? Such positive power. Then, on Shabbos, of course, we're not allowed to mourn. So Shabbos passed, and at the end of Shabbos, we're reading from the Torah concerning the coming week. And what do we come across? Ufaratzta Yomov Akedma Tzafeina V'Negma. You should spread out to the east and the west, north and south. That was the original slogan that the Rebbe used to start this whole thing about sending people all over the world. Spread out to all corners of the world. So the Torah is telling us, in case you're wondering what to do now, the answer is spread out some more. It's very powerful. How did I get onto that? What were we talking about? Oh, accept and protest. If we're going to protest against death, then we have to celebrate life. If you don't celebrate life, then you don't have a right to protest death. If you don't love life, then you can't hate death. If you don't believe in life, then you can't reject death. It's got to be a balance. The more you see that death is bad, the more you know life is great. Keep a balance. Accept the fact that life is good and protest that death is bad.